Journalist Virginia Sole-Smith thinks it's time we rethink how we approach childhood obesity. And maybe a good start would be to stop obsessing over what our kids eat and take back a certain word.
It's in the title of her new book, Fat Talk: Parenting in the Age of Diet Culture. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
It sounds like you blame parents for being concerned with their kids' health. I mean, obesity leads to high blood pressure, diabetes, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Why shouldn't we be concerned about it?
Oh, I don't blame parents for anything. I think we are caught in a system that has been telling us our bodies are a problem to solve for at least the last 40 or 50 years. And I think we can all see that the, quote, war on childhood obesity hasn't worked. We've seen increasing rates of eating disorders along with rising body size. So it's time to try a new approach.
Is it just what parents are doing, or is this kids comparing themselves to other children on social media? Has it gotten worse since that came along?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is messaging that you get at the doctor's office, at school. We know that weight-based teasing is the #1 reason girls are bullied and #2 for boys. So the whole world is telling kids in bigger bodies that their bodies are a problem to solve. What we need parents to do is say, you know what, actually, I'm going to support you in the body you have.
Yeah, and bullying should never be tolerated. And of course, genetics sometimes play an issue with someone's weight, and there are other reasons. But let me run this by you. I feel like in the 70s, or maybe it was the 70s, where suddenly portions just became huge. The restaurant in the 80s, everything was huge, the big gulp. And I don't think even adults understand how many calories they're consuming. Doesn't there need to be more education about how we eat?
No, I think most people really understand the basics of good nutrition. You're right that we've seen a lot of changes in our food culture, but the other big change we've seen is the rise of the modern diet industry. So at the same time we're getting those messages about eating huge portions, we're also getting all the demonization of those foods and the push to diet and restrict our food intake. And that's where we're really seeing the problem. Most of us would not feel compelled to eat really large portions of food if we weren't restricting so much of the time in the first place and just showing up hungry.
So how do you approach this with your child if you know you don't want them to be eating candy or cookies all day? What is the solution to make them make good choices and not have to worry about any of this?
Well, the really interesting thing we see in the research is that when you don't restrict those foods, kids actually eat less of them. They enjoy them more, but they don't eat them in that out of control way that makes parents so anxious. And that makes sense. I mean, I think anyone who's parented a kid knows that once I forbid something, it's now more appealing than ever. So that's really what we've gotten wrong here.
So are there certain words you should or should not use? Give us an example of what parents are saying to their kids and how you would like them to say it.
Sure. So a really common thing is, if a child points out a fat person, like look at that fat lady in the grocery store, parents rush in and say, don't say fat, that's not nice. But as soon as you do that, you've reinforced to your kid that fat is a bad way to be. And that helps kids understand that this word has so much power and that their body size should be this source of huge anxiety. So if instead we embrace fat as a neutral body descriptor, you can say bodies are fat and thin, you can say people are short or tall, they have brown hair, blonde hair, whatever, you then take the power out of it. You make it not something to be afraid of, just one of the many normal ways to have a body.
Isn't that something that might be a long-term solution, hoping people change the way they think about that word? I just wonder in the meantime if there's, if I'm overweight and I'm in the grocery store and a kid comes up and says you look fat, you're still going to kind of be insulted, you know what I mean, as someone from a different generation, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can also tell kids it's really never okay to talk about people's bodies without their permission. We can definitely teach that, and we want kids to know that they can set that same boundary with other people. So that is a really important piece of it.
Well, it's interesting. The book is Fat Talk: Parenting in the Age of Diet Culture, and you can find Virginia on her website, her Substack, all the socials, and the podcast is called Burnt Toast. Thanks, Virginia.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.